Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Marianas Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. Super Bowl Monday, so that's where my coworker went? And the Bureau of Environmental Coastal Quality is busy protecting us during these turbulent times. Also tonight, some fresh ideas to bring tourism back to the CNMI. And in sports, it's super, but it's not performed in a bowl. Ba'a on water. Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
I love Marianas Coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Hafaday Zantero. On behalf of the Northern Marianas Humanities Council, you're invited to join us for Your Humanities Half Hour, Thursdays at 7 p.m. here on KSPN2. We take a look at the humanities issues of interest to you and our community. Join us as we navigate the human experience together on Your Humanities Half Hour, Thursdays, and replayed on Saturdays at 7 p.m. and on YouTube at 670 Humanities.
Hey, Lise, what's in the bag? A barbecue bacon QPC from McDonald's.
Oh, you mean the Angel Reese special? I'll play you for it.
I've been waiting for you, OG. And if I win, McDonald's on me. You know my game, right?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Let them know.
Oye, vámonos, let's get it.
I got something for you, Aaliyah.
All right, let me see it. Let me see it.
Now she blocked it. Yo, Stewie, winner takes the bag.
Golly, right here with you. Right here with you.
Nothing but net. Get the Angel Reese special at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Half a day, good evening, and Tirawami, CNMI. You are watching the Channel 2 News from high up in our studios on Capitol Hill. According to my elementary research, Super Bowl Monday is not technically a national holiday, but here on Saipan, this is merely a technicality. Priorities are, after all, priorities, and in a world of priorities, football games have their place, and their place is, apparently, in a bar before 9 o'clock in the morning. This morning's Super Bowl pits the returning champion Kansas City Chiefs versus the returning also-ran Philadelphia Eagles in what is expected to be a highly spirited contest. Well, spirits are high at the Marianas Beach Club, as are the island's patrons. They guiltlessly acquire spirits even before the game's opening whistle.
You can't drink the whole day unless you start in the morning.
One of the definitions of holiday
It's a Super Bowl holiday.
is the availability of family activities like gambling, eating, and joining the community.
This is Super Bowl 59 between the Chiefs and the Eagles over here at Hyatt. It's a sold-out crowd, about 150 packs.
Beautiful. So who's supposed to win this game?
From what I'm hearing, the rumors are the Chiefs are going to three-peat. That's what I heard.
The Kansas City Swifties may have some fans at the Marianas Beach Resort, but not everyone is so decisive. Some opinions remain hooded.
We're super excited that we're packed here. A lot of local people coming back for the first time in a long time. So we're excited about that. And no, I'm not picking a team. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that.
The game's opening whistle is yet to be blown, but football fans gathering at Godfather's also wet their whistles pre-pizza. Their football allegiances, not unlike politics on this island, are tempered by the proximity of rival fans who just may be your neighbor, your coworker, your husband, or your wife. Godfather, Scott Dotino, however, is from New Jersey, and his familial proximity to the East Coast Eagles, by nature, tilts his preference.
Hey, you want Philly to win. Tired of the Chiefs.
Good. Love it.
And I'm East Coast, so, you know.
Okay. By halftime, the Eagles are quite unexpectedly up by a lopsided score of 24-0, causing the actual Liberty Bell to crack with joy. Rocky Balboa is seen running up the famous steps of the city. Yo, Adrian! Philly cheesesteaks are dripping with melted Velveeta cheese. All is well with at least part of the world, except
Taylor's not happy, I'm not happy.
But the big question remains, with the score now Eagles 40-6 in the fourth quarter and the morning spirits lurching toward lunchtime, does Godfather's really serve the best cheesesteaks on the island? According to the Godfather, yes, chiefly we do, and I intend to devour one, eagerly. And in local news, a man accused of domestic violence and reckless driving wants to plead not guilty.
39-year-old Matias Manuel Salasiban appeared in front of Judge Roberto Noraja in Superior Court this morning. Salasiban, charged with assault and battery, reckless driving, and disturbing the peace, would like to enter a not guilty plea. Police say on January 28 of this year, Salasiban was accused of domestic violence. The victim told police Salasiban verbally threatened to punch her face and kill her. She also told police that he punched her on her left arm multiple times. Police say Salasiban operated a motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol and was swerving in and out of lanes at a high rate of speed. Salasiban was remanded back to DOC custody, change of plea set for February 13.
The Bureau of Environmental and Coastal Quality is vital to the long-term survival of the CNMI, and the people who work there are committed to their mission. We meet with 3 NMI branches that function under the umbrella of the BECQ to see how they are faring in turbulent seas. Sabrina Cruz, Director, Division of Environmental Quality.
One of the main reasons I would say that environmental quality and protection is a utmost priority for the country and the Commonwealth is very much linked to public health. So a healthy environment is a healthy community. DEQ, which is the agency that I represent as the director, the Division of Environmental Quality, is solely that we are the regulators for environmental activities in the Commonwealth, and that includes a variety from land, air, and water specifically.
Welcome to 2025. In the past weeks, an EPA seminar on Saipan was halted by presidential executive order, and a multinational coral reef conference was canceled on Ponape.
I would say that even with the executive orders and what's more to come through this administration, it will not stop us from moving forward to continue our mission towards protecting public health and the environment, no matter what it may cause.
Ms. Cruz says that she will do what is necessary to tweak grant proposals that are more palatable to this administration in order to get them approved.
That we will be able, as we've always have been able here as a Commonwealth, to adjust ourselves, right? To be resilient to whatever it may be, whether it be administrative change or a pandemic. Right. You know, we are ready and we are willing to be amenable to the administration.
Agnes Sablon, Acting Director of Division of Coastal Resources Management.
So those are what coastal resources management is about, is striking a balance between protection, conservation, and economic growth.
Is there a threat?
Of course, there is a threat. There's a threat with through climate change that affects the corals that we have here through coral bleaching because of the severe weather patterns that hot heat, extreme heat.
Data shows that since 2017, we have lost 90% of coral species due to extreme weather and coral bleaching. Kalani Rejas, Coral Reef Restoration Program.
Coral reefs, they are so important to me personally as well as to the Commonwealth. They provide coastal protection services, which is something that's been a really big thing that the federal government as well as the U.S. and globally, internationally, has been emphasized with our executive order that we signed this year, the first executive order of the year, of the governor of the CNMI, Governor Palacios, designating coral reefs as critical natural infrastructure. We in the CNMI are working towards protecting coral reefs in these more creative ways, being able to use things like hazard mitigation funds for their protection. But as the restoration coordinator, I think they are very important to my job, but also to just continuing our cultural practices, our lifeways, having a source of nutrition and food that is healthier and local. The biodiversity, the tourists, when they come here, they want to see our thriving corals and reefs and species. And so just in so many ways, coral reefs provide so much to us.
For the work that we do, we don't see conservation as halting development or anything else. It's not. We're not about that. It's about, we believe that conservation, restoring our resources, is about people. That's the bottom line.
To date, though some projects have been delayed, it is mostly business as usual. However, contingency plans are always being considered.
So we have networks across the Pacific. And I'd like to take some words that a former director, Fa'amau, from Americas Samoa had said, is that our voices are united and we are connected through the vast ocean that connects us. This is a network that connects us, and yes, we are fortunate to have this federal funding available to us, but should it stop, it will not stop the work that we are mandated to do to protect our community.
Thank you, ladies. We commend you. Coming up, ideas to improve island tourism and Expedition Unknown. The NMI may soon be quite known when we return.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
Hapaday CNMI, I'm Officer Igito. Driving under the influence of marijuana is against the law. Driving high can impair your judgment, motor coordination, the ability to concentrate, and slow your reaction time. Therefore, it can impair your driving skills. We are not out here to get you, we're out here to protect you. Don't drive high, CNMI. Drive high, get a DUI.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the CNMI Department of Public Safety.
Let's work as one community. Let's share the responsibility for our future generations. Let's take pride in our island's image. Let's beat the blights. Zoning is here to help. We've activated the posting of properties and the issuances of notices to abate in the following priority areas: properties within view of tourist sites, properties within 300 feet of schools, daycares, and playgrounds, and properties on major thoroughfares. So, what does this mean for you? Improve or remove unsafe, abandoned, and dilapidated structures. Remove junk vehicles and appliances. Clean up overgrown vegetation. Together, we can make our neighborhoods better. This is our island, and we all have a part to play. Zoning is conducting educational outreach meetings. Come join us to learn more about the Nuisance Abatement and Blighted Property Maintenance Act of 2018. Join in and help us out, just like these property owners are beginning to do. Let's work together to improve our island's quality of life. Together, we can do it. Sing, sing a song, sing out loud, sing out strong. Oh. At Marianas Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
But I think of you sometime. Want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us.
Welcome back. The television program Expedition Unknown, they've opened tombs, they've seen mummies, they've traveled the world. Now their expedition leads them to the CNMI and our Chris Nelson of the Channel 2 News.
10 years ago, Josh Gates and the crew at Expedition Unknown went looking for Amelia Earhart. Think of Expedition Unknown as a reality show about digging up secrets. It's unscripted. It doesn't always work out. Their first search took them to Papua New Guinea and Fiji as they attempted to track down one of the great mysteries of the Pacific. This past month, Gates was in the Mariana Islands eyeing another mystery. It's been a decade since the show started, and the thirst for knowledge runs as deep as ever. But just how does the Discovery Channel show get shot and produced?
Yeah, we'll go out in the field with a basic script that has kind of the ligament, right? Of like, we know we need to get from A to B to C. But as with any expedition, as with any trip, it's never going to go the way you plan, right? And so sometimes there'll be roadblocks and challenges, but other times there'll be really happy accidents where, you know, we think that today is going to be all about digging in a trench over here, but suddenly something gets found over here and it takes us in a whole new direction. So I really think that the most important thing isn't for it all to be polished. The important thing is for there to be a real natural enthusiasm there, right? Because whether it's me or the experts that we're working with, if they're excited about what's happening, then the viewer's excited. And so it's that enthusiasm that we try to put in the show above all else.
The host says one of his favorite shows was shot in Guatemala.
A Maya city about the size of Los Angeles, a huge city in the jungle. And archaeologists there are not just uncovering artifacts, but still finding entire pyramids and temple complexes. You know, I have a lot of little kids will say, are there still things to find in the world? And it's like, yeah, there's entire pyramids out there to be found. So I love that. We've had amazing opportunities to work in Egypt alongside archaeologists, opening tombs, traveling underground into these beautiful painted tombs to see hieroglyphs and mummies for the first time in thousands of years. And I have to say, we've made a number of shows here in the Pacific, out in Chuk, formerly Truck Lagoon, where there was big battle in World War II, Operation Hailstone, working with groups that are looking for MIAs and lost wrecks and aircraft from World War II. We did a show there a few years ago where we were on hand for the discovery of both a Japanese and an American plane that hadn't been seen in nearly 80 years. Those are really exciting shows because there's a huge amount of history and a huge amount of emotion to those stories, because you're dealing with not just the story of a war, but the story of individuals who've lost their lives. So those are really impactful stories as well.
This was Gates' first trip to the Mariana Islands, and your local news team helped with logistics and filming locations. Footage was shot at Pow Pow Beach, Wing Beach, near the Sherman tanks in the Saipan Lagoon, as well as at Bonsai Cliff and the last command post. The crew also shot on Tinian, on the runways up north, and Taga Beach to the west. And while we are not able to divulge the plot of the locally shot show, we do know that it will air in the middle of 2025. We will be watching. Chris Nelson for the Channel 2 News.
With our local economy in crisis mode and tourism arrivals at an all-time low, what can we do as a community to help drive visitors?
At the recent Marianas Visitors Authority General Meeting, members discussed the different ideas and strategies we can use for marketing and bringing tourism numbers back up in the CNMI. Alex Sablon with Saipan Chamber of Commerce and Tan Holdings Corporation hopes for reduced flight costs for travelers to our islands in the south.
And as I mentioned, we can't forget Tinian and Rota. We're hopeful that the new airlines that are going to be promoted will hopefully reduce the overall cost to go to those islands. The challenge has been cost. It takes near, $1,000 for a family of 4 to go to Rota, as an example. I just brought my family over the holidays, and so that's a difficult nut to provide for somebody who's visiting from a foreign country, paying a bunch of money to come here already, and then trying to get on to the other islands. So we're hopeful that the airline rates get reduced into Rota and Tinian, and we see more and more promotion. Dive Rota is a thing, it still is, and we're hopeful that MVA is able to get more and more divers to Rota and to Tinian as they've promoted the idea in this meeting.
One of the efforts of MVA Japan is targeting divers to explore our pristine waters. The ocean is also a big part of our culturally rooted tradition of navigating and sailing. 500 Sail's Executive Director Jun Coleman pitches a rebranding idea tying in canoeing culture with people of the Marianas.
Here on behalf of 500 Sails, and what we really are trying to do ourselves, and it's not for 500 Sails, it's for our community, our islands, the visitors, everybody, including the future generations. And that is to rebrand our islands for what they were originally very famous for, which was sailing canoes. And I can guarantee you this, every single Korean, Chinese, Russian, American, any person from anywhere, even locals, who have gone on a canoe sailing in the lagoon, what that created for them is a memorable lifetime experience. And we need to let the world know, because coincidentally, the largest grossing film on the planet is Moana, which is all about sailing. Well, this is the real thing. This isn't a cartoon. This is our culture. This is our vibrance. This is mental health, therapy, all of the good things you could ever want to experience is all on that canoe. And it's with locals, natives. All our captains and crew, they're all Falawash, Chamorro people. And that's what they like to engage with, the locals as well.
As an island destination, we compete against Guam, Okinawa, Bali, Maldives, Philippines, and more. But what makes us different? How can we stand out? House of Representatives TJ Manglonia points out a big and iconic landmark and detail of the Marianas that's right under our nose.
What makes us unique from the rest of the world? There's one thing, and that's we are the deepest part of the world. And epicenter of that, of Pacifica, and promoting the fact that we are the deepest part of the world is something that's unique to anywhere else. Why do people go to Mount Everest? To say that they climbed the the highest point in the world. And using that as a marketing tool to say, I sailed over the deepest part of the world, I dived into the deepest part of the world. That is what makes us unique, and our culture, of course, and learning from what these presentations have mentioned is it's about simplicity, going back to our roots, going back to our culture.
As we rebuild the CNMI from the trench of the pandemic, it is evident that collective efforts from government agencies and the community as a whole is needed.
Coming up in sports, Super Bowl results. Now, you know the results, but you do not know about the youth paddling in the Saipan Lagoon. Stay tuned.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month, plus a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
A new international brand is coming soon, but why wait? Escape to paradise today at Marianas Beach Resort on Saipan. For just $99 for two, enjoy an ocean view room with stunning views of the crystal clear waters. Relax by the swimming pools, dip your toes in the sand, and unwind with exclusive offers on breakfast and happy hour. Whether you're here for romance or relaxation, Marianas Beach Resort is the perfect getaway. Special rates are for NMI and Guam residents. Some restrictions apply, but not many. Call 670-234-1234 and book your escape today.
Premium office space available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park on Capitol Hill. Upgrade your work-life balance and enjoy a distinctive blend of location and nature with open spaces and ocean views. It's the perfect place for creative professionals who want real results. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Dreams since like baby, I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team. Jumping off of buildings used to be so stimulating. Now I'm reaching new heights, I'ma need the off-whites. Play with the fire, you get burned. All of my struggles became lessons well learned. I got desires that keep me grounded, that's for sure. Cause one day we gon' make it out this earth, where's your worth?
The king is back like prodigal. I've been gone, I gave him time, it's been too long. Politic, if I want it, I'ma get mine. Never fake the funk, can't perform for your empire. Snatch him out the throne, make them all fall in line. I let the clock tick, count down, cause I'm the headline, the deadline. Big time. I'm ahead time, the rare kind. Big time. I'm a living legend, lethal weapon, mastermind. Big time.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas sports fans. The final score of the Super Bowl is Philadelphia Eagles 40, Kansas City Chiefs 22. Jalen Hurts, quarterback for the Chiefs, is Super Bowl MVP. Yes, for Kansas City, Jalen Hurts. In local sports, however, high school outrigger teams take on the distance in this weekend's competition.
On Saturday morning, the PSS athletics program hosted the high school's only long-distance race for the season. Before the competition begins, athletes and coaches rig their canoes. Using rubber wrapping strategically to secure the hull of the boat to the ama, which is the outrigger part that provides stability, with the yako, the support connecting the two. A total of 8 boats with a girls and boys team representing each school, Mount Carmel, Cagman High, Marianas High, and Saipan Southern, all launched at the same time. A test of endurance. Race route was from the orange buoy at Kilili Beach, turn at the black buoy, and back. Let's take a look at some highlights.
Big blue marlin.
He won the derby.
More power. Oh.
Support and presence from families and the community go a long way. This group cheered on the boys' team, who ended up coming in first place.
Southern did good today. Good job, Manta.
Parker Yobe was on the shore cheering on his daughter Mia.
Today they did long distance. How was it watching her?
It was nerve-wracking, and yeah, the whole time it was nerve-wracking. I was cheering for her even though I couldn't see her or couldn't see them coming. From the time they left till they returned, took like almost an hour, right? Yeah, so the whole time I was just eager to see who's gonna, just as long as they finish the race, that's all that matters. And glad to see the kids being out in the water and enjoying the water and staying fit.
Paddling for the Knights of Mount Carmel, Mia Yobe is grateful for the experience and the camaraderie paddling brings.
I just want to say thank you to my team for pushing. I know it was hard, but we did it. And also congratulations to the other teams for pushing as well. And I hope we continue to work together and build a stronger bond.
As this Va'a race has ended, Yobe leaves with a message that carries on beyond the waters.
It's just encouragement to the other youth to take part in sports and be part of their sports and their schools, sports activities. It's part of being together as a community and just being fit and enjoying every day, one day at a time.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight will be breezy with a 30% chance of scattered showers and low temperatures around 76 degrees. Tomorrow, Tuesday, will be mostly sunny, but yes, there will be a 30% chance of getting wet. Highs of 86 and lows of around 78 degrees. The sun has set at 6:19 p.m. and will rise tomorrow at 6:43 a.m. And I suspect that more than a few of you will have a hard time rising after a Super Bowl Sunday fun day, but when you do, be nice to the rooster who wakes you. He has no idea about football or beer or sports betting or what buffalo wings are made of. He's just doing his job, and I will see you in the water and on the land. Well, CNMI, that is news, sports, and weather, and we will be back with you on Wednesday evening. See you then.